Okay, we're back. Changed around my items a little bit. We're wearing the cloak with RC Plus and R Core on it for the time being. We're going to just go into slime and finish that up. I think that that's the right move. I'm just going to level up spellcasting and probably some armor because we will end up in that crystal plate, but we're just not quite ready yet. Yeah. In fact, let's just focus on getting the manual of spellcasting done. So yeah, we'll do slime in stat form, and we'll just kind of punch the guys to death. We should be okay. We're mostly immune. That's 1% fail rate, or 1% success rate on the golden eyes. So we're basically immune to that, as long as I have the flail on. So I'll swap that on. Excuse me. And, I'll swap it on only if I see golden eyes, otherwise we're just gonna... Well, hello. Got him. We can also use lightning spires in here. And I can just wait while he comes next to me. Nice. Easy enough, right? Okay, we've got slime creatures. Let's not get mutated. We already have some bad mutations. Nothing too bad, but, you know, not things that we'd like to have. Wow, this would be a good place to have a radiate. I mean, this should be fine. Why don't we regen just in case? I just want this shining eye gone. Oh, there's another one. Do I want to keep fighting? I think I do. I think I want to try to get that dude. No, because the thing is we don't want this blob as well as all this crap at the same time. So I have to go up, which is a shame. Okay, good. We got one of them charmed. This should be fine. Okay, do I go down and risk a mutation? I suppose I could. And I will, and we get... Unfortunately, we get wrecked. Punch him. Punch him. Punch him. Okay. Put D-missile back up. Let's go upstairs. Okay, we have a spire. I think we'll just slug this dude. There we go. I'm not too pleased about this mutation, but it's not the end of the world. Even at level 2, it mostly deals with itself. You know, we'll get the experience, and it'll take away my... Whoa. Okay, I didn't get any more. That's cool. Of course. Three of them. That's not good at all. And we're out of mana, so I'd have to use blinking, probably, if I wanted to get away from this stuff. That also means no death's door. Of course, I mean, this dude's messing with my mana is what's happening. I wonder if I can just do this. Okay, we got one of them. We'll use Feel of Floods as well. Take a step. Alright. Allies are handy. Even Evocation's allies, even at only 5 evokes, that is a solid benefit. Let's try not to die to this dude. Okay, good. Now we could Dispel Undead on this dude, but we never memorized that, so we can't. Yeah, highly recommend Spire in here. It dies pretty quickly, but it allows you to not get hit by these dudes, you know, until they're right up next to you. As you can imagine, that's quite nice. Jeez, 3 acids. 3 acid blobs. I'm corroded. Let's find a different staircase. I guess I'll have to magic map. Okay, so we'll have to dig this out. Mostly just tab this stuff, thanks to my massive defenses in stat form. It's very good stuff. Okay, I'll pull him up. Nice. And again. Focusing on the acid guy. Come on. There we go. We do have Slay -2, unfortunately, from the cloak, but it's just a necessity, you know. What are you gonna do? Am I gonna not have Arcor and RC plus? Hardly. Oh boy. Missile back up. Oh, I don't like this. This is too much stuff. Way too much stuff. Yeah, it's not. We're not gonna fight half the floor, you know. I call shenanigans. Okay, we'll pop this flail on. Don't want to get paralyzed. Put on the BVC and get blocked by the Spire in terms of getting hit by this acid blob. Nice. Fresh stat form. Kill the blob. Regen and stat form, go down, go up. It's just a matter of kind of forcing things to only fight you one at a time. Look at that. Despite my relatively low air, which is only 5, and summonings, which is also only 5, Spire does the job. You know? Ah, crap. Let's pull these guys. I didn't want to fight both of these at the same time, but it'll do. It did. You know, it worked out. That's a little ugly. Okay, good. We got the charm. That's actually really nice. We can have them fight these dudes for me. Slime creatures are no joke. If you get a Titanic, that's a lot of buddies, you know? Is it just me, or does this Slime 5 feel incredibly packed? Okay, as you can see, I'm using pro strats here to avoid getting mutated, which you can do. It's not super reliable because you can still auto-explore into those dudes, but it's, you know, it's better than nothing. Alright, TRJ predictably has moved. Ooh, Amulet of Vitality. We won't be using that because we've got this insane fragile and accuracy strength +6 and +7 amulet. But if we didn't have that, that would be a very good find. Looks like we've got some interesting stuff to take a look at. Wow, Ring of Robustness. That's kind of silly. Okay. So we got phasing and robustness. Okay, we want to block the Shining Eye. Are these guys immune to acid? No, they're not. I'm trying to get rid of these eyes, because technically they can get me 1%. And I would like to take off my my flail here. Oh, it's TRJ. Okay, we gotta teleport. Okay, how do we want to kill TRJ? We could melee him, or we could use the meme strategy of immolate with zombies, which is perfectly valid to do. Very, very powerful. We have D-missiles, so nothing's really going to hit us at range. I could do this without haste even, which I'd like to because I only have 2 potions. Assuming Kiku blocks the torment anyway, that would work. Oh man, he's right here. Okay, this is okay. Let's pog. Pog. Pog again. Okay. Corpses. 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 Zombies. What just happened? Oh, one of them entered the pog. Okay, this should be enough. Probably? Maybe? Well, I could torment first. That'd be kind of funny. Let's do that. Ah, he didn't protect me. Kiku partially shields me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's pretty cool. I like that. Do I want to ammo again and kill these guys? I sure do wish BVC worked against these dudes. I think I just want to walk away. Or maybe I'll kill them with stat form now. I mean, they're in the fire. They'll die. Yeah, this is fine. Pretty cool, right? Very traditional sort of BVC, or not BVC, traditional Kiku kill on TRJ. Too many acronyms in this game. Drop the +6 evasion, we'll never need that again. We'll drop our core RC plus and wear this rad +4 cloak again. Don't need Amulet of Vitality. Ring of Robustness. I don't know why I even checked those. I have +2 running, which is the best, one of the best boots you could possibly get outside of an artifact. Or the best boots you could possibly get outside of an artifact. Okay, we want to remove Curse. Remove Curse again. Getting a collection of real crappy robes. I was looking for Arc Magi. Would have been nice. Okay, well, that's rune number 4. And that's all of the loot. So we've gotten basically all of the major loot piles in the game. Vaults, slime, so that all that really remains in terms of big piles of loot is crypts to a lesser degree and tomb to a greater degree. Both of which we'd rather do in lich form, but I don't know. See, the problem is that crypt has a lot of MR targeting things, so I would almost want to do that in the crystal plate, which is a bit of an issue in terms of actually damaging things. However, good iron shot now, and we got LRD already. Which is castable in crystal plate. I don't know. I can go ahead and cast Infestation. That would let me do Tomb relatively easily. What I want is Lich Form, because I can have that and the plate on at the same time. Let's go ahead and get Necromutation. Cast it in crystal plate? Absolutely not. But that would be another 5 AC, which would be kind of cute. Look at my 43 AC, 19 EV. Although I'm tempted to wear the +6 EV over the +8 AC. Since just avoiding attacks is, you know, something you don't usually get to do in Crystal Plate. What happens if I just wear stat form? If I take off the plate. Yeah, my defenses are actually better in stat form than in the Crystal Plate. The only real reason to do it is because I could have, if I was able to do Necromutation at the same time, then I would have 5 more AC and then it would be superior. However, with that said, if I train some armor, you know, that'll fly up pretty quickly, and then it'll be clearly superior. And that's what we're doing now. Now we'll wear robustness, I think. We'll train nothing but armor once spellcasting hits 20, because I'm just a little bit OCD and I want it to be a nice even number. Yeah. Okay, well, we're done here. I guess let's just go punch things in the face and crypt with BBC as well, and also we can LRD things from afar. I mean, this will be fine. Let's just roll up in there. Oh. Right, we've got this dude. I don't want to be in this Crystal Plate right now. I didn't think I would run into anything on the way up. I don't really have anything that can damage him other than my fists. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's not really working out so hot, is it? There's my armor skill going up. Which should, by the way, let me cast a little bit better as well. Making a good bit of noise here, which is fine. Okay, we don't want to get paralyzed, ideally. Oh, there's the MR/2. We could be paralyzed now. Let's teleport. Got him. definitely feels pretty goofy that I'm wearing this crystal plate. But there's a line where even I can't resist when something's so cool. Even if I know it's, or I suspect that it's not optimal. I mean, in all seriousness, I should be in. Well, I don't see. It's like it's sort of a dichotomy because it's kind of hard to decide what's optimal here because I know that in general I would be flying through this place a lot faster if I was in staff form. However, there's more of a chance of me getting an unlucky paralyze if I do that. So it's a matter of what kind of optimal are you talking about, you know. So this is not 100% goofy, is what I'm trying to say. How are we doing on necromutation? Still 96. Yeah, armor skill's not going to get me too far. Just hitting things with this dumb flail. You know, it works, I suppose. Nice one shot, the cursed skull. Oh, death's door is almost below 50%. That's an interesting development. Yeah, we're trying to get to the point where we can do Tomb, and that's just gonna require necromutation. Well, not require, but it makes it a lot less horrifying to do, I suppose you could say. Considering the fact that you can no longer stare dance it, you've got to get a little clever. And generally, if you want to not have a horrible time, you just want to have necromutation. Does this still cost me hunger? No, it does not. Not that it really matters. I mean, I'm going to have Necromute online real soon. I tell you what I really want. Amnesia Scrolls. It's sort of outrageous, but we still don't have any. We'll LRD this dude. You know, with no RN, those guys can definitely cause you some issues that you wouldn't expect. The what are they called? Soul Eaters. You usually just kind of steamroll through them, but once in a while. By the way, Necromutation will also give us some RC, leaving RF Plus as the only thing that we're missing. Okay, let's go down. Armor is still trucking on with that manual. How's our castability? That's going up. 38% Death's Door in Crystal Plate. I mean, that is, whew, that's pretty good. I mean, it's hard to top that. One-shotting gargoyles. Probably should have memorized Dispel Undead, but I mean, look at 4 spell levels. I need 6. I'm not inclined to really memorize anything unless I intend to use it in Ziggs, because we may not find any more amnesia, which would be very, very difficult, very unfortunate. I tell you what I want to get next is, and what I probably should have gotten first, is what do you call it? Infestation. I should have probably gotten that before Necromutation, because I think it would be castable. Let's see, 36% in plate. Yeah, that'd be castable outside of the crystal plate right now. Kikubaaqudgha averts the curse. I forgot about that. Kiku does help you a good bit in Tomb, but not enough for you to walk around outside of Necromutation or Staff Form, or at least RN+++. Killing these guys is a little bit awkward, because I have to rely on LRD, but I mean, if I really wanted to, I could take off the, you know, I could just punch them, take off the flail and do that. I don't know, spell levels are definitely my big enemy right now, because otherwise that would be, you know, if I had infinite, whoops, oh, I shouldn't have done that. If I had infinite spell levels right now, I would be using Iron Shot for sure. Hello, Ancient Lich. You can't paralyze me or anything. Well, now he can, because I'm MR/2, but he's a banished guy. Joke's on you. BVC ridiculously can defeat Ancient Liches very, very, very easily. Okay, we're gonna leave this dude alive. Or we're gonna... I guess that works. Well, no, he's abjuring it. We want something between me and the Ancient Lich, so he can't confuse or slow me. There we go. A little low on mana. Okay, armor manual is all used up. We'll take armor to 15 still. We'll train necromancy. We'll train transmutations to 15. We'll train necromancy to I don't know, that's 27, I guess. It's really, really high. And we're gonna get that necromutation online. That's the priority. That'll be another 5 AC. That'll be immunity to a whole slew of things. I suppose it'll give me a Drain Brand physical attack. Not that I particularly care about that, but it's worth noting, I suppose, on a guy who's using or can use unarmed combat. I don't think it increases your base damage at all for unarmed combat. Wow, I can tap things with this flail because I'm just sort of immune to damage on account of my massive AC. That's good. Whoops. Whoa. Okay, let's identify the stuff. I don't... minus Tela. I guess it's swappable. I mean, I would really only be wearing it for the RF+, which we've... presumably will have Dragon Form for later. Yeah, none of this seems worth wearing. We'll carry this guy along with us, I guess, for RF+ a swap. If for some reason that should become necessary, which I don't believe that it should. I hope not. Apportation. Book of Changes. Okay. Okay. Whoops, I was trying to go to the temple. I always forget the tomb is W, not T. Alright, let's see. Necromutation 77% fail rate. That's not so good. Do we want to just do depths, I guess? Jeez. We're so close to getting this character into, you know, God mode, basically. Just a little bit of time left. I think what I might do is I might clear out Tomb 1 and then go back to depths, or go to depths in the first place. Because I know I'll be fine in here with BVC, LRD, Passage of Galubria, and so on and so forth. That'll be perfectly legitimate and doable. But as soon as I have to deal with those staircases, that's when necromutation becomes a thing you'd really like to have. You don't need it, but... Hello, Amnesia. Oh, there's a lot of Amnesia. There was one that spawned in Crypt as well. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Conjure Flame goes away. Yes. Mephitic Cloud goes away. We'll use this other Amnesia. All of a sudden, we find 3. That's great. I don't even want Animate Dead anymore, to be honest with you. I wanna turn that into Simulacrum if I'm gonna be using Corpse Delivery for things. Let me think about this. Is there anything else I can get rid of that I don't care about? I guess not. Yeah, Animate Dead goes away. I'm gonna grab Infestation. 47% fail rate. It's not too far away from being castable in Crystal Plate. Simulacrum. We'll get Simulacrum. I suppose I could have gotten rid of Staff Form. That'll happen on the next Amnesia. We shouldn't ever need Staff Form again. Once we have Necromutation online, we're going to be casting, you know. The ideal situation would be to find a weapon that has a bunch of plus strength and plus intelligence on it, but is also a good weapon, so that I could punch things, or rather hit things. Okay, here's the rub. Hold up. Oh, it's Torment. Come on. Finish him off. There we go. Jeez. There we go. Okay. I was a little worried. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried. Because he can, you know, Iron Shot for quite a bit of damage, especially while hasted. Honestly, Tomb, when you have LRD and BVC, it's almost, in a sense, it's almost like doing Elf again, only against elves that have a ton of hit points, and curse you when they die. Unless Kiku tells them not to do that. But the analogy breaks down pretty badly once you get to Tomb 2 and Tomb 3 because of the staircase situation. There's nothing like that to deal with an elf. Jeez. A lot of torment. Oh, did he just torment me? Yeah, and the curse tormented me. See, I'm at 27 hit points. It's not so good. Okay. Necromutation still 73%. You know, I suppose I should probably train Ice Magic to like 5. Just for the sake of Simulacrum. Which, by the way, is a legitimate way to kill Orbs of Fire. So, I don't know, I probably shouldn't have even memorized it, if I'm being totally honest, because as much as I like Kiku's Corpse Delivery and the ability to use that to do crazy things, it's 6 spell levels that probably are not going to be that useful in Ziggs, if not extended. Alright, let me see if I've missed anything. Shoal, Spider, Slime, Orc, Elf, Vaults, Crypt, Tomb. Yeah, we've done everything except for the end of Tomb and the things that are in Depths. Let's just go do Depths. There's so much experience there. Yeah, I'll Simmel. There we go. Undead battle over here. Necromancer battle. Nice. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, they're powerful. I can't say that they're not powerful. It's kind of insane how strong they are. But you know, if you're relying on that to win a Zig, for example, things have gone horribly wrong. I don't think I've done a Zig video yet. I've got a multi-Ziggurat guy on my main account right now that I'm planning on making a video for before too long. But suffice to say, it requires some very specific tactics if you want to reliably do it. Mostly Tornado. Alright, come on, let's get this. Let's get this very, very good and powerful Depths experience here. There's so much of it. Remember, we lack resistances still. So I need to be ultra careful around these fire dudes. Especially Marjorie's pack here. Of course. That is Disto. Not that it really matters. I mean, Abyss is easy for this guy now. If we survived it at level 15, you know. Yeah, this is a lot of damage possible. I'm just gonna Acid Wand her to death. Oh, she's resistant to acid. She got the Acid Dragon scales on. Whoops. Goes to show how much attention I'm paying. Yeah, We could use Simul here to make things a lot easier, and maybe I will, you know, like against things like Edens, that's a very good simulacrum. But the real problem is that it takes away experience. And we need every last little bit of experience that we can muster, because we really want to get Necromutation online, and Infestation. Infestation plus Necromutation, that's basically enough by itself to clear Tomb very easily, provided that you have a good store of magic or some way to get magic back. Speaking of which, why don't I go ahead and grab the Staff of Energy. I should probably drop some things. Wow. That is quite an inventory. I don't think we need to carry Disto anymore. Agility, mutation, invisibility, curing, might, and more curing. Ignition, that's a fun one for ziggurats. Certain floors, it just kind of clears them for you entirely. Okay, 65% on Necromute. We're getting there. It's happening. Slowly but surely. What is this? Oh, right. For some reason I thought I hadn't gone into that shop. Well, that was packed. I know long blades, no thanks. Large Shield of Ignorance. Boy, it's -4 int, but I am tempted. Just because it's an enormous amount of SH, but we're not doing that. And the reason is we have +9 intelligence on our shield, so it would be insane to do that with this character. Wow, that's an interesting crossbow. I would like to have a lamp of fire. Unfortunately, we don't. Ice Blast. This is a little painstaking, you know, it's not the kind of tabbing I'd like to be doing, but it's reliable, and I'm happy with that. If it takes a little longer, no problem with me. Yep, we got a book. Oh, tornado. We have tornado. Whoa, let's back off and not die to cold damage. How embarrassing would that be to die on this character to just the massive cold damage that those ugly things can do? I'd really like to have RF Plus and RC Plus soon so I can not have to have that on my radar, so to speak. 56% necromutation, 24% death's door. So technically, we could pop that on. And if I felt like it, I could just turn off the crystal plate and go right into stat form and start punching things. So that's, you know, if I really want to do that, that's an option. Like right here, it might be a decent choice. Just because there was so much stuff. By the way, I'm going to cut this video as soon as I finish depths. We may even do several floors of the ziggurat, because there's nothing saying to get those ziggurat points. There's nothing stopping me from diving one to like 10 floors for loot and whatnot, loot experience, whatever. And then leaving and doing the zig that's in the tomb instead to 27. Nothing stopping me from doing that. Hey, it's Zen. Hello, Zen. Okay, we'll BVC him, we'll use the flame. He's not immune to fire. In fact, he's not even resistant to it. I guess I should probably just LRD him. Run out of mana pretty quickly. Alright, yeah, he's finally done his silence. That's fine, we got lightning rod. Oh, Trishula of Holy Wrath. I could use that if I felt like it. That'd be kind of an interesting option for... Ooh, stop trap. We're confused. But yeah, we're not using Holy Wrath. First of all, you can't use it if you're in necromutation. And it's sort of silly to use weapons if you're in stat form, so unless I just wanted to walk around in this crystal plate without the necromute on. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, jewelry, don't need that. Sacks of spiders, I'll definitely take those, and the box of beasts. And I'll take more acid as well, why not? We have tons of gold and enslavement. Yep. Now there's a ring. There's a good ring. RF plus and AC plus 2 and X plus 4. But I think we're gonna shy away from that for the time being. I need to drop something. Why am I carrying this ring? That's odd. Okay. Necromutation 50%. How many potions of mutation do we have available? 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go ahead and drink one, the one that's in my inventory. Yeah, we're resistant to heat. Holy crap. That was like the perfect... That was the ideal mutation potion. You almost never see that. It took away 4 bad mutations and gave me a good one. Somebody likes me. Mr. RNG. Oh man, okay, let's... Yeah, this game has been pretty absurd. We found 6 acquirements so far. Alright, let's necromute down below 50%, and Kiku will mostly protect us from the necromancy miscasts. 61 AC, by the way, because necromute gives you 5. Pretty good stuff. Zero spell levels. Oh, infestation down to 13%. I like that. Also, it would appear that we've got an elevator vault that we missed. Oh, this is nothing. Okay. Having low mana is not so good when you're running into something that can do like 150 damage to you. %, necromutation. We're getting there. It's happening. Just a moment longer and we'll be good to go. Yeah, let's start using that, I suppose. Oh, miscast. Okay, here's a spot where I can. I got my drain touch, you know, so Technically, it should work against him. He doesn't seem to be getting drained for some reason. It's not triggering. There we go. Of course, in reality, I should just keep the flail on so I can cast better. I mean, it may even behoove me, as silly as it sounds, it may even behoove me to go ahead and train up some maces and flails, you know. I wish I was joking, but, you know, it's too, the only complaint really is that it's too bad that it's not an evening star or something, but you can't win them all. I mean, strength plus 7 is a pretty solid thing to find on anything. I mean, this double sword, imagine if that had strength or intelligence on it, that would be wild. But instead it has MP -9, so no such luck. And if this Lajatang was a one-handed weapon, that would be great outside of the anti-magic. I mean, you're not going to get the perfect, you know what I mean? You're not going to get the perfect setup, probably. But considering how much good luck this character has had, you know, there's really no complaining about it, you know. Oh no, things are not entirely perfect. There's an artifact hat. We don't want it, because we've got strength plus 3, dex plus 3. Well, let's see, 11% infestation fail rate, 10%, yeah, the strength helps more. Although the hat might be better later, you know, intelligence equals spell power. I see that we found another amnesia. Do I want to amnesia off statue form? And if I do, what do I want to get in its place? Haunt, maybe? That's not really helpful in a ziggurat situation. I mean, it would set me up for tornado and things for later, but I think we'll just leave stat form for now, because there's nothing in particular that I badly want to pop on. Maybe summon Mana Viper for Tomb. Not really. I mean, I tell you, I really want Shatter. That would let me just roll right through Tomb. Shatter and Necromutation is like the combo. As it stands, fighting in Tomb is going to be a little painstaking on Tomb 2 and Tomb 3, even with Necromute, until I get the Infestation Ball out. So mostly Tomb 2. I anticipate that Tomb 2 on this character will be more annoying than Tomb 3, depending on how bad the ambush is. No. He's not charged up yet. Okay, got him. That was worrying, because shapeshifters, it's a very unpleasant surprise when they become a floating eye. I never really expect it either. Even though I know it's possible, it's just not, it's not really something I think that's easy to internalize, because the shifters can turn into pretty much anything in the game that's HD appropriate. Oh crap. Hello, Mr. Lich. Sweet. This is pretty smooth. I'm still a little concerned about my resistances. You know, that's an issue, and we definitely want to get that issue resolved before we even think about going into a zig, or at least finishing a zig. I mean, you just have to have, well, you don't have to, but you really, really, really badly want to have one pip in everything, or at least in RF and RC. Crap, I shouldn't have walked away. Let's hang out here. I like that I don't have to worry about my transformation ending, you know. And by the way, we are super drained. What a shame. I'm gonna... don't want to stat form. I just accidentally stat formed. That's fine, we'll punch this stuff. Maybe a lightning rod. Okay, he's got confuse and slow, so he can't paralyze me. We may end up having to blink. D-missile's up, so it won't bolt me. Hoping BVC just kind of does the work here, and it did. Alright, I don't like this. Let's chill out up here for a minute. Okay. Huh. We are not poison resistant while out of form. That's good to remember. I gotta say, despite all the great items, this feels like a badly built character. I don't mean that it's weak, it's still very strong, but it's not optimally built for the position in the game that it's at now. And again, that's just because I'm doing all this wacky stuff to try to prepare for zigs. And I may have even done that wrong. This is not something I do that often, so it's kind of easy to mess up, I suppose. Alright, let's do this flail. And +4. Oh, +9. 4%, 22% necromute. You know what? Even though the percentages, the fail rates are a little higher, we're going to wear this one because it gives me RF plus and it gives me intelligence, which helps with spell power. So we're missing out on strength, which is unfortunate considering the plate, but you know, we'll make it work. We will make it work. 47 intelligence is not half bad. And it's plus 9 flail, like I said, so it's we can actually do a little more damage with it. Kill a few more things more easily. So we're done with depths. Here's a $1 million question. Can we finish Tomb? And with 30% necromutation, I don't like it, but we can make it work. 7% infestation is not half bad. Although, again, we've got bad miscasts possible, but Kiku will generally help us with that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Tomb. I'm going to stop the video here because we're well over an hour, but we'll park the character in Tomb because we only have a couple places we could even go. We could dive the Zig for 10 floors or so. We could go into Pan. Not a thing I want to do right now with my resistances the way they are. And with my general lack of damage dealing, super high level damage dealing. We could go into Hell, and I could at least grab the Horn, which would be nice, but I only have 5 evokes, you know, which I'm planning on bringing higher, but we're just not quite there yet. I do have some options. I could go into Zot. That's not a thing we want to do with just RF plus from this mace or flail. We don't really have, outside of Simulacrum, we don't have a simple way to kill orbs of fire. And there's just too much nasty BS that can happen in there. We're saving that for a while. So I think the plan here is we're going to hammer out the rest of Tomb, get the loot pile, and then we'll probably dive a Zig for 10 floors or so. Yeah, and then I'll kind of go from there depending on what we find in Tomb, because theoretically I may even want to do Zot first, but chances are strong that what'll happen is I'll do Tomb, then I'll do a little bit of a Zig, then I'll go into Hell and do the Vestibule at least, and then we'll go from there. So, I'm going to pause the video here. Until next time, I'm signing out. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Now you may not know this, but Bitcoin is a great passion of mine. If you want to help me out, and help yourself out in the process, take a look at rosecrypto.com to learn about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. If you buy some Bitcoin using my referral links, you'll get an extra $10 worth of Bitcoin for free. And if you sign up for Binance using my links, I can teach you all about trading altcoins as well. Either way, please like and subscribe to help this channel grow. And if you really want to go the extra mile, take a look at my Patreon below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.